So people keep talking about this Chiron and Taurus transit, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's fucking weird to watch. So let's talk about it, shall we? First of all, it's a temporary transit. It moves into Taurus on June 20th, and then moves back into Aries when it's retrograde in September, and it won't be back in Taurus until April of 2027, which, funnily enough, we start 2027 with the Mars retrograde that ends in April, and then Chiron moves into Taurus right the fuck after. So there's that. But yeah, when we think about Taurus, we think about our physical stability. We think about money. We think about gold, cars, our house, our personal assets, right? We think about the five senses, things we can reach out and touch, things we can taste, things we can smell and see and hear, and all those wonderful things. And it's Venusian energy, right? But in the physical sense, like Libra is, but in the mental sense. So Chiron being the wounded healer. The story of Chiron is basically there was a healer who was accidentally wounded by one of his students, and in his last moments, he, instead of being jaded, healed somebody, right? He didn't hold animosity towards the student. He just realized it was an accident and fucking healed them. And that's the point of Chiron, is learning the wisdom in mistakes that have been made, not only by you, but to you. And when you mix that with Taurus energy, who's stolen from you? Who's taken things from you, sometimes without even realizing it? Where have you taken things from yourself? Where have you given away your energy that maybe you shouldn't have given away your energy to, right? Are you entertaining spiritual bags of syphilis who don't give you shit back in return? Which, why would you want shit from that anyway? But still, right? Like, this is all about what you give and how much you give yourself, and depending on where that is in your chart, that's going to be the theme. So let's use the ninth house for an example. Are you actually paying your spirits for the shit that you're asking them to do for you, or do you just expect them to do that shit for free? Because why? If it's in the first house, it's, do you expect, like, to just keep going and going and going and going and going without giving yourself anything? How's your self-care looking like on the fucking physical sense? Do you eat 3 meals? Do you drink water like you're supposed to? If you don't take care of the fucking tool that does all the spell work, then how the fuck you gonna keep doing spell work in a witchy context, right? So yeah, like, this transit is going to give you a taste of Chiron and Taurus, and I would suggest taking the lessons. Because honestly, astrology TikTok is going to sensationalize this, and it's really not that big of a deal, just like Chiron and Aries wasn't. Yes, it's annoying because, you know, dealing with the wounds with ourselves, where we put ourselves out there where maybe we shouldn't have, or we put ourselves out there for somebody who didn't fucking deserve it. Yeah, I'm sure that can be annoying, but there's lessons to learn in that. And people need to stop, like, looking at astrology as something to fear, and instead look at astrology as something to empower them, because that's exactly what this transit is. Okay, bye now.